Istanbul has a lot of interesting places to visit and see. Istanbul has a lot to offer travelers in terms of sights and attractions. Of course, it is impossible to list all of the best Istanbul attractions, but here are some of the most fascinating top 10 and must-sees for your Istanbul vacation. Number 10. Spice Bazaar. Istanbul's bright and bustling Spice Bazaar is a fascinating and fragrant place to visit. The spice-laden stalls and shops of the Fatih neighborhood, within walking distance of the Blue Mosque and Hagia Sophia, are one of the city's most famous and popular covered retail complexes. The bazaar, which was built in the 1660 and now has over 85 shops lining its gorgeous indoor walkways, is a work of art. You may buy souvenirs and sweets here, in addition to a variety of colorful spices. Everything is for sale, from dried fruit and nuts to handcrafted jewelry and textiles. Number 9. Kiz Kulesi. The old watchtower of Kiz Kulesi, which stands on a little islet near the southern entrance to the Bosphorus Strait, is a remarkable sight. It features an observation deck and restaurant with amazing views of Istanbul, and it is known as the Maiden's Tower in Turkish. Surprisingly, a tower has stood on the isle for 2,500 years, with towers built by everyone from the Athenians and Romans to the Byzantines and Ottomans. It has served as a watchtower, lighthouse, and quarantine station over the ages, and has even appeared in films such as Hitman and The World Is Not Enough. Number 8. Galata Bridge. Galata Bridge, which spans the Golden Horn, is one of Istanbul's most well-known sites, having appeared in innumerable plays, poetry, paintings, and books throughout the years. It connects the city center to the Imperial Palace and other key institutions, such as Hagia Sophia and the Blue Mosque, and is the fifth bridge to exist in the same location. The bridge, which is lined with fishermen, provides lovely views of the surrounding seas, as well as stores, restaurants, and Nargile cafes beneath it. Galata Bridge is an atmospheric spot to visit and is highly bustling at practically all hours of the day, with seagulls streaking overhead, boats moving below, and mosque spires visible atop the surrounding hills. Number 7. Hippodrome. The Hippodrome, which is now a popular meeting spot and promenade, used to stage dramatic chariot racing, gladiator fights, and even political discussions. Even though hardly much of it survives, the area is still a delightful place to walk around, with some wonderful historical monuments and statues on display. The Hippodrome was the epicenter of city activity for ages, lavishly ornamented with statues of emperors and gods, animals and heroes. However, after the destruction of Constantinople in 1204, when most of the city's stone was taken away, it never fully recovered. The over 3,500-year-old obelisk of Theodosius and the lovely German fountain, which is flanked by the Blue Mosque, are now among the city's highlights. Number 6. Taksim Square. The enormous and busy Taksim Square, the heart of modern Istanbul, is located in the city's center, surrounded by innumerable shops and restaurants, hotels, and historic landmarks. It is not just a prominent tourist attraction and significant transportation hub, but it also accommodates a variety of public events, ranging from parades to protests. It also includes the spectacular Republic Monument, which is framed by the large, majestic, and modern Taksim Mosque. Taksim is bordered on one side by the multi-purpose Ataturk Cultural Center, which organizes operas, plays, and concerts, and on the other side by a picturesque heritage tram line that meanders across the square. It is one of Turkey's most important museums. The three museums together house over 1 million artifacts from various cultures around the world. It was the first Turkish museum, and it was located on the grounds of Topkapi Palace. It was founded in 1891. The tiled kiosk has been around since 1472. Thousands of priceless relics, including Alexander the Great's sarcophagus, are housed at the museums. Number 5. Fener and Balat. The winding cobblestone alleyways of Fener and Balat are a delight to explore, with stunning old buildings, vibrant businesses, gorgeous churches, and synagogues. The two historic neighborhoods, which are located on the European side of Istanbul and run beside the Golden Horn, are becoming increasingly popular with tourists due to their gorgeous streets and pleasant atmosphere. The areas, which once had considerable Greek and Jewish populations, today feature a multitude of historic sites, including the Fener Greek Orthodox College, Arda Synagogue, and Bulgarian Iron Church. Apart from admiring the beautiful architecture, You may also visit the outstanding local restaurants and cafes, as well as the numerous antique shops and bazaars. Number 4. Istanbul Archaeological Museum. The Istanbul Archaeological Museum is actually 3 museums: the Archaeological Museum, the Ancient Orient Museum, and the Tile Kiosk Museum. It is one of Turkey's most important museums. The 3 museums together house over 1 million artifacts from various cultures around the world. It was the first Turkish museum, and it was located on the grounds of Topkapi Palace. It was founded in 1891. The Tile Kiosk has been around since 1472. Thousands of priceless relics, including Alexander the Great's sarcophagus, are housed at the museums. Number 3. Basilica Cistern. Since the 6th century, when the Roman Emperor Justinian I ordered its construction, the Basilica Cistern has provided water to Istanbul citizens. Visitors are enthralled by the ingenuity utilized by the ancient Romans to construct this technological marvel, which was far ahead of its time. The underground cistern, which is only a few steps away from the Blue Mosque, was erected on the site of a 3rd century basilica. The cistern, known as the Sunken Palace, can hold 2.8 million cubic feet of water. The cistern was one of the locales in the 1963 James Bond blockbuster From Russia with Love. Number 2. Dolmabahce Palace. The Dolmabahce Palace, which has been compared to the Palace of Versailles, has been described as luxurious, plush, and gorgeous. Turkey's most opulent palace, built in the 19th century with 14 tons of gold leaf, combines traditional Ottoman architecture with neoclassical, Baroque, and Rococo European styles. From 1856 to 1924, it was the residence of 6 sultans, and it now houses the world's largest Bohemian crystal chandelier, a gift from Queen Victoria. The backdrop of the Dolmabahce Palace is breathtaking. It was built along the Bosphorus seashore. Number 1. The Hagia Sophia Mosque. When the Byzantine Emperor Justinian entered his completed church for the first time in CE 536, it is stated that he screamed out, "God bless you for deeming me worthy of such a task. I have exceeded you, Solomon." The Hagia Sophia in Turkish, was the emperor's brazen declaration to the world of his empire's wealth and technological prowess. The official center of the globe, according to legend, was the area surrounding the emperor's seat within the church. The Hagia Sophia has remained one of Istanbul's most cherished symbols, from its conversion to a mosque after the Ottoman troops seized Constantinople, to its subsequent conversion to a museum in the 20th century, and its reconversion back to a working mosque in 2020. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and see the rest of our videos. See you soon!